Hello everyone and welcome back to Dead Cells. Let's see. Our last little excursion didn't go too well. Not for any particular reason except for that I'm very stupid. We might actually be able to avoid the hunter grenade by the time that we get out of here. The blood sword doesn't deal a lot of breach damage and I have to keep that in mind. So it doesn't stun enemies very easily. Least of all zombies. And it deals very little base damage. That's why the bleed is so important on it. That's not what I like to see. There's that low chance of the chest spawning a crap ton of enemies. Do not appreciate game. I don't know why I was aiming above his head. Presently, our quick bow is probably better than our blood sword. The blood sword can be good, especially if you continuously increase your brutality, because then the bleed just deals more and more and more damage. But it's just a pain in the butt that it doesn't stun. Which is why I'm actually going to replace it with the Nutcracker. Can't sell starting equipment. I know why you can't sell starting equipment. It's more or less to prevent you from messing yourself up into having no gear. I can't afford any of that because I'm going to buy the Hunter's Grenade. I accidentally broke that door. Thankfully I didn't. So the specialist shop doors, if you break them, are 50 curses. Normal paywall doors are just 10. Are you freaking serious? They're just 10. Gosh darn it. When you get that many enemies at once, it becomes virtually impossible to keep track of them all and avoid them. So the Nutcracker deals crits to enemies that are frozen, stunned, or I think there was one more. Or immobilized, so that counts for rooted. So basically if you combine one of the best combinations that you can do for the Nutcracker is the Frost Blast. Because it's just free enemy freezing at your fingertips. Okay, Explorer's Instinct triggered. That way leads to the toxic sewers. I want to see this lore room over here. We do not have exceptionally good don't want contaminated out here. See you again, I hope. The malaise. Not infected, won't die. Wait. Forced door. Oh, I didn't break this. Looks like the prisoner managed to get out of prison early. Yeah. We're not having good items at the gate is pretty bad. But nothing that we can't ultimately manage. There's actually there's an effect that you get when you beat the Hand of the King on one boss cell. Disengagement. If your HP falls below 20%, a force field protects you for 5 seconds. Can only be used every 120 seconds. So that one's really nice. For lack of a better option, we're gonna go with support. Our combo, not support. So enemies that are susceptible to Hunter's Grenade will have an icon above their head. Alternatively, you can figure out which ones you need with the Hunter's Mirror. I don't believe you. There's a mark above its head. Gotcha. Phaser. So that's how you get blueprints with the Hunter's Grenade. I was really afraid that we were just gonna two-shot that guy with the Nutcracker. Luckily we didn't. Yeah, you gotta be really careful when using the Hunter Grenade, because if you don't have any way of immobilizing your enemy, it's very likely that they'll interrupt you. And nobody wants to get interrupted. I'd like to get to the Timekeeper because I think the next blueprint that she drops is the speed buff mutation. You get a lot of iframes with dodges. The other thing that makes using the Hunter Grenade difficult is the fact that elite enemies can teleport to you no matter what. Ooh. Really? That's all that's blocking this legendary item? 2 enemies. I'll take it. Okay, what modifiers? Poisons the enemy. Just randomly found a legendary... Well, that's funny. Just randomly found a legendary wolf trap. No big deal. He wasn't close enough to hit me. I don't know where we're going. We want to take these enemies out. More cells the better, especially since we're not opening either of the doors at this point. Why aren't you getting breached immediately by my Nutcracker? Virtually every enemy in the game can be dealt with either a shield or a bow. So you don't really get penalized for picking one over the other, most of the time. There are a couple of exceptions. The heck? Well, I hope that didn't come through in the recording. This one's actually different. A faithful likeness of the king, to the glory of our illustrious ruler. Someone added something underneath. We'll skin you alive! A brave and courageous message. Someone left a cow's head here. Whoever it was, he was a bit of an artist. He carefully traced the king's coat of arms on the animal's forehead. Hum-dum, hum-drum. This sure is a weird prison, because this is apparently the prison yard. out of range now, sucker. Okay, what's next? Let's get some survival. Now that I think about it, breached enemies are technically stunned. I know, major revelation. And if it were easy to breach enemies with the first hit of the Nutcracker, then every consecutive hit on them would be a crit. And you need to work a little bit for crits. Okay, let's get close to the Gardener's Tower, for lack of a better name for it. Okay, what's this one got? The victim's remains explode, huh? Oh yeah, I forgot if you fall so far, you can't input double jumps and stuff. Ooh, hello, I see you. Challenge Rift found. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that poor enemy. Ooh, crow's foot. Nice. And a necklace. Get gold as well as a cell. Well, this floor is pointless. Whew, that was a close one right there. Ah, so close to getting out without getting hurt. Made it. Oh, wait, what? That was weird. Combo also affects the damage that your slam attack deals, I'm pretty sure. Explorer's Instinct. Let's go to the prison depths. Why not? Sounds like fun, right? Aren't they cute with their big bags on their backs? Awesome. So the crow's foot drops caltrops when we roll. And then the other thing that we got was Phaser, which puts you behind the target, which puts you behind the enemy, and your next attack deals increased damage, which works fantastic with the Assassin's Dagger, which deals critical hits from behind. Victims burn when they die. It's hard to get crits with the Nutcracker, so it's better for me to have a general damage increase than something that buffs my crits. To be transferred to the depths meant you weren't coming back. All you could really hope for was that your execution would be quick. It rubs the lotion on its skin. No. So you have to pick that chest at the start. You can't come back for it later. Which basically means that this area is supposed to be challenging. It's either you go through it normally and the enemies are already pretty tricky, or you take the extra challenge at the start and take 10 curses. I was behind you. Whatever. Peepskate. Well, I don't know what I killed, but, you know, it's dead now, so that's all that really matters. I hate these things. They suck. So that's a hammer. It, drops a whole crap ton of bombs. And also... Have you been the one obscuring everything? It drops a whole bunch of bombs, and it spawns the flying enemies with the sides in their faces. Okay, time to stop being stupid. This enemy obscures the presence of others. Phew. I think the hammers also have a really impressive blueprint. Ugh, can you just stop? It's better to avoid his first 2 attacks than go in for the 3rd hit. Nope. The Telluric Shock is not doing as much damage to these guys as I was hoping it would. Nope. So he can't attack us because he can't turn around. This is not the blueprint that I was talking about from him. It's better to fight those enemies with a shield. Hammer can't spawn enemies if it can't face us. Stop that. Oh god, no. Yeah, I should probably deal with them with my bow. Phew. Okay, so these are locked doors. You get keys for them throughout the depths. Oh, I forgot the prison depths led to the ossuary. That could be better. Where are we going? I think I just ended up skipping those enemies, so we can just move on. So, you find one key throughout all of this. I mean, I think there's only one. And you can open one of the doors and select some equipment. It's like a reward for completing the challenging area. To the ossuary. It's been a while since we've been to the ossuary. I don't think I've come here since the time that I had to. For the one rune. I think oil grenade spreads inflammable oil in an area of effect. Nope, can't quite afford the Hand of the King outfit. Gonna need to go at least one more. burn when they die. Plus 15% damage is pretty nice. Shots explode into a toxic cloud. You can always tell you got a good modifier if there's a star on it. And that one is a pretty dang good modifier. If we had the Ripper, it would work fantastic. If we had the Ripper mutation, it would work fantastically with the quick bow. I mean, it works well with any bow that has a large number of arrows, but that one too. Okay, I need to incentivize myself to be using my quick bow more frequently. Woohoo! A thick layer of ashes covered the walls of the place. Filth crept into every nook and cranny. I think we died when we came here, too. The ossuary is not a nice place to go, and it is 100% due to the guys with the purple swords. Luckily, I've wised up and I'm using my ranged weapon against them now. No. Food. Okay. We're not going to take that elevator. We're going to go this way. But it's there when we need it to be. Well, this is a long hallway. This is a really long hallway. The quick bow doesn't do a whole lot of damage right out the gate, but once the crits start going in, it really ramps up. And then also for extra damage, this one produces toxic clouds. There could be something in the corner down here. There's not. Okay. Scroll of power that way. But I think we get there from going this way. Yeah. Man, I mean, there's always a lot of elevators in the ossuary, but there are a whole bunch in this one. Oh my gosh. We've reached critical mass on critical mass on elevators. You can't poison mechanical creatures in the game, but you can apparently poison and bleed that tank of fluid. Ugh, I can't wait to have the Hand of the King outfit again. That's the one I use in my other playthrough. It's not easy to get my hands on. The quick bow is really nice because you get crits out of it really quickly. As the name implies. Nice stuff. Awesome. healing would probably be a good idea. The enemies in here hit pretty dang hard. Can't afford anything. We've got 25 cells. This place drops a lot. Die, fiend. Boom, headshot. Well, if I had waited just a little bit longer, I would have gotten that instead. Back. I'll grab these 2 cells before I miss them. I'm not doing it. Gotcha, fool. Ooh, open wounds. Oh, that one's a really good one. That one causes enemies to bleed with every melee attack. Yeah, see? The inanimate tank is currently poisoned. Ow, 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 ow. Amazing work. Well, he's dead. Oh yeah, they're so much easier to deal with a ranged weapon. Because normally how I would deal with them is I would just parry their attack. Message left in the storeroom. What soldiers leaving little notes for each other? The bodies are piling up endlessly. Burning them is no longer good enough. Some get back up, and others even manage to get their hands on weapons. We have to leave this island while we still can. Ow. The open wounds mutation's very, very useful when combined with weapons that deal increased damage to enemies that are bleeding or poisoned. I mean, it doesn't help with the poisoned one, but there's the Sadist Stiletto, which deals increased damage to enemies who are bleeding or poisoned. And so if you make it to where every attack from that weapon causes bleed, it just always deals crits. It's basically guaranteeing a modifier on the weapon, which is really nice and useful. Up we go. Sweet, a normal chest. And it didn't have enemies in it. That's my favorite kind of chest. The one that's not trying to kill me. You don't have anything. You disappoint me, sir. Okay, now to go to... I'm gonna skip that flint, but this way leads to a scroll, and I could use the power. Man, I love Telluric Shock. Can't turn around, can't get me. That elite effect prevents you from running away from the elite. Yep, this is just a straight upgrade. Awesome. Okay, I am quite amazed that I managed to fight that guy without... Ooh, this one might even be better. Oh, yeah. So whenever I get hit now, I release a massive toxic cloud. Which is very useful because it poisons the enemy multiple times for hitting me. As opposed to similar effects, which only like, if I had the one that poisons the enemies that hit me, well, that only poisons the enemy once. The toxic cloud is multiple punishment, which is good. And now we can get the Hand of the King outfit. Yeah. What to get next? The barnacle was actually pretty cool. Let's go for some mutations. We could really use them. I'm gonna get the open wounds. It's just such a good one to have. Do I have the Sadist Stiletto unlocked? I don't actually know. Time to fight the Concierge. We're a little behind schedule. The timed door after the Concierge is like 15.5 minutes. Oh well, he's gonna have fun with our legendary wolf traps, that's for sure. Caught again. Oh, did you get caught? That's too bad. Oh yeah, the wolf traps make me deal more damage to enemies as well. Impaler. Don't want either of these. I think that one did say that a victim of bleeding transfers it to other enemies on the blood sword, but eh. Don't need it. It's not very bright, but at least there aren't any monsters here. Okay, sorry, not 15.5, just straight 15. All boss cells go to the Legendary Forge. Impaler, unlock the blueprint. If I was faster and better at the game, I probably would have more stuff by now. I hate going to Stilt Village, so... Well... I really need to get the cavern key and bring it to the caverns. That's one thing that I really need to do. I think you get to the graveyard from Conjunctivius by going up instead of to the next area. I think that's right. And there's 2 blueprints in the graveyard that are fantastic. Don't really want that, no. Hi there. Oh yeah. Telluric Shock used on the right enemies deals a ton of damage. Nope. stop that. This is a shop, so I really shouldn't have come in here, because I definitely don't need any of this. This one's a treasure room, though, and we are going to go here. Ooh. A citizen left a message here. The malaise, the plague, the gloom, the green poison. You're wasting your time putting names on this curse. Save your soul instead. After a while, you start to like rummaging about in other people's things. Great way to save money. I mean, he's not wrong. Would you not? I mean, just look at the size of the cloud generated by my necklace. You can't turn around now. Symmetrical lance or fire grenade? It's hard to say. Stop it. It's hard to decide sometimes on things. Ah, shoot. I should really look something up real quick. What? Did I not find the key room? Am I dumb? I mean, yes, but how did I miss the room is the better question, huh? Game? We have a small problem. It doesn't look like you... Okay, no, there it is. Those are different... I don't know. Stop it. I saw you. Oh my gosh, stop. Just stop. Okay, so I'm just dumb. You can actually land... Okay, I've just seen something that I have to check now. Because we can get up here. There's gotta be a point to this place, right? No, just a spot where I can kill myself? Okay. Well, that was weird. I don't understand what the point of going there was. Ooh, force shield. Yeah, that's right. My slams burn the ground, don't they? That's another shop, though. That one's probably... That one's probably weaponry instead of, food. Electric whip. So this is the path to a different area, but I don't remember what the area is off the top of my head. Explorer's instinct. What's this? There's a secret room. Interesting. But how the heck would you get to it? Oh, I see. But there's a door, so I'm willing to bet that you still need a village key. Though how would you get the key here, though? Oh well. I've committed to going this way. I don't remember. I think this leads to the clock tower. Yep. So I'm going to complete the clock tower, and then there's a puzzle that I need to do here, and I'm going to cut to completing the puzzle. Because there's the bell tower key here, and you have to complete a puzzle to get it. Force shield. Generates a temporary force field when held up. It regenerates slowly when the shield is not held up. Parries speed up the process. Finish getting open wounds. I have a whole bunch of melee weapons that are ranged weapons I don't have, don't I? I do. The ice shards is pretty good. It's very different. I like my modifiers, we'll keep them. So now I have open wounds. That's an option. Onwards to the clock tower. And then at the top of the clock tower, we got the timekeeper, then we got High Peak Castle, and we got the Hand of the King one more time. But I don't think the Hand of the King drops any more blueprints in boss cell and 0 boss cells. Well, this is different. What level is my Telluric Shock? I have Telluric Shock 2++, which means it deals more damage. Mine's actually better because I can't get that one to ++. So there are bells throughout the clock tower that if you ring them from lowest to highest, they drop a key. Also, everyone here's like a ninja. Ow. Well, that doesn't lead to anything. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to keep track of where all of the bells are. Ow, damage auras are not allowed. Down or smash attacks, dodging plants a bomb. I like what I've got. I'm gonna break these doors because we're gonna be passing. I'm gonna be passing through here a lot. So this is interesting. It basically throws us into the heat of everything. And we have to find our way to the start. Let's upgrade this. Stop it. That one sounds low, but I don't think it's the lowest. But we know that this one's in the left tower. Stop shooting the bell! That one's high. Doesn't matter to me where you are, I'm still gonna shoot you. Now there's one enemy here that can spawn out of the walls and then disappear, and they're pretty bothersome. They're not hard to dodge really, but they're just an annoyance. Ooh, frost. Ooh, frost blast. Ooh. I'm gonna do it. Our quick bow has been serving us fantastically, but this could be that much better. Small bag. The bag contains various items of no interest. There's a letter folded up at the bottom. I realize that I realize the risk I'm taking by writing this letter. The king's methods are getting us nowhere, and the situation is deteriorating. We have to switch to a more peaceful method immediately. I've spoken with the alchem. The letter ends abruptly. That's an interesting little lore room. Okay, so we've got Frost Blast now, which means that we can guarantee critical hits. Is this where I need the bell tower key? Yep. There's the shield. I love that shield, and I'm getting it. So that's the enemy that pops out of the walls. Okay. Actually, everything I have's damage increases with survival. So I could just at this point... Oh, wait. Really quick. Is there a bell here? Ow. No. That's right. You just watched a somewhat intelligent person walk directly into spikes. Humdrum, I see you. Okay, so here's another bell. That one's high. Nope. Sorry, mate. Not meant to be. So that's 3 bells, I think. The healing items are really... Whoops. Nope. So if you don't take care of them quickly, they teleport to another area. and turn invisible again, and so they're just a constant nuisance if you don't take care of them. I'm gonna have a fun time figuring out the bells after we... Whoop, nope. Nice try. Powerful grenade blueprint. We're getting all the blueprints this run. Let's get some more survival. That sounds pretty low. I'm bad with pitch, which I think is what this is. Oh. Okay, that slowdown scared me for a second there, but it was just Explorer's Instinct triggering. Yeah, sure. Nope. Oh, sweet. Free cells. I can dig it. Okay. I think they must have lowered the amount of area that you need to... So, after we found all the bells, I'll take care of that after we clear the area. I need to... Oh, it's the kind of elite that duplicates itself. What do you got? The damage you take is inflicted on the enemy. Downward smash attacks. Okay, and we... Oh, no, don't sell that. Equip it. Almost screwed up there. You thaw quickly. That irritates me. Oh, you're not a bad guy. Oh, wait. Nutcracker 7. Yes. Definitely worth it. Oh my gosh, we have so much money. There's the clockmaker's key that we needed. Okay, that's the entire area revealed. And so now I'm going to take a moment to complete the bell puzzle. I know the order. Sweet, we got the key. Where was the locked room? There we go. So now we can... Oh, no, wait, that's not the right locked door. It's here. So that's the bell tower puzzle. This is the punishment shield. It basically gives the enemy's damage back to them. It's very good. So we're moving on up. That wasn't too hard to figure out. Powerful grenade, punishment. Is there anything that I was working on? Ice shards. Okay, I really should be working on mutations, because look at how many I don't have unlocked. Instinct of the Master of Arms. Let's get Frenzy. Frenzy's a good one to have alongside. So this doesn't freeze enemies, so I'm not going to replace Frost Blast with it. Victims freeze nearby enemies when they die. Plus damage to bleeding target. Remains explode. No. Yes. That's pretty good. Okay, now to fight the Timekeeper. I actually got the order of the bells wrong at first because, like, after the low bell, all three of the other bells sound pretty high, but if you keep track of them, you can usually tell the order. So bosses can't be frozen, so I'm pretty sure... Okay, apparently they can be frozen. It's just under special circumstances. Oh, I get it. She was technically being frozen. Crap. Hey, could you walk in this? So she seems to resist being frozen when she's in the wolf trap, but it still deals extra damage to her as if she was frozen. Okay, no, we got one more blueprint to get from her, it would seem, and that annoys me. Generates a shield when used. Critical hit when the enemy is facing you. You know what? I'm gonna go all the way with the Nutcracker. Let's do this. We won against the Hand of the King with the Vorpan last time. Though, was that a legendary Vorpan? I think it was. I can't remember. We're taking a little bit longer on this run than last time. Okay, so you get all of these. 35% chance now. Ice crossbow. And nothing else. I don't really want this because, like, it costs money to get the shop to have new items. And it costs so many cells to get there, it's just not worth it in my opinion. I don't have that ability in my other playthrough, so I don't actually know if it's good or not. But it just doesn't feel like it should be. I almost never buy anything from shops anyway. Wow, an immediate shop. Ooh, Swift Sword. Swift Sword is good fun, but bad against bosses. Okay, so that's why it wasn't working as well before, because we were still rocking a Nutcracker 1. But now we're rocking. Up, I see you. So I saw the hidden path because the vines were exposing it. Ah, I see you too. Awesome, we managed to kill that enemy before he got his spin attack off. Whoa. The desk was ransacked. Someone wrote in the diary over the notes of the alchemist, as he called himself. Why do you continue your experiments, you poor fool? We have to stand together in the face of adversity. We have to isolate healthy people from these affected by the malaise. Long live the king. Well, someone was a king supporter. Why are there bats down here? I feel like there shouldn't be bats in the castle. Or not down here, up here. We are very much at the tip of the island. I've got a pretty good feeling about this run. Don't Unfortunately, right now we don't have any kind of dot damage. Which I prefer to not be in that situation, because being able to deal damage at all times is fantastic. Oh yeah, look at the damage. It's so good. Using your own shtick against you, how does it feel? Gotcha. Stay out of my way. The ice shards that I unlocked are actually really good if you combine them with weaponry that spreads oil. Oh, also, Telluric Shock, you may have noticed because of what I just did there, but it gives you invincibility frames when you're going up into the air. That leads back to the entrance, I think. Yeah, the crits on the... Oh, the crits are just so good. Oh, why didn't you get frozen? Oh, it's because my slam attacks burn the ground. That's inconvenient, actually. Because the enemy still gets slowed, but not as much as if they actually got frozen. And obviously I don't deal the crit. Okay, red door. Whew. Okay, time to go into that red door. Sweet, his elite ability never activated. Invisible for 5 seconds without attacking. The first invisible attack deals 150% damage, collects golden cells over unlimited enemy distance, poisons enemies that wound you. I like what I've got. La baguette. Fun times. Not for them. Oh, it's so much fun freezing and smashing enemies to bits. And enemies taking the damage that they deal to me is very useful against the spinny boys. Got caught off guard. But once more, That's what the necklace is for. I see how to get that cleaver. Poisons the enemy. I'm gonna try and re-roll my modifiers on the wolf trap if we make it to the hand of the king. Because it's going to need to be more worthwhile to use it. I might also reset my mutations, possibly. I don't know. I have to figure it out. Haven't done the green room yet. Tit for tat. Okay, that made him just slow enough. No. Stop that. Spotted that. Oh man, he didn't do the frost blast. Oh wait, I'm thinking that they're taking the damage because they're acting as if they're still frozen when they're caught in the trap. No, they just take more damage because they're bound in the trap. I'm so dumb. Okay, that leads to the exit. That leads to a chest. We probably want to go get that. And, oh wait, where was that cleaver? I think it was right there. You can't see where I'm pointing, but I want to say it was right here. No, not quite there, but I was close. It's fine. I'll just rejigger the modifiers on my wolf trap. Whew. We are almost done with this run. It's taken substantially longer than the last one. The portal is over here. That's the wrong way. We want to go up. Open, open, open. Sell. Take. Gives us the most health. Theoretically, that Telluric Shock could be better than the one that we've got. It is. Ah, crap. There goes the vacuum cleaner. I hope that's not too audible. Unfortunately, this is just a circumstance that I'm going to have to deal with. Okay, I think we are set to go to... I probably could have rejiggered my modifiers some more there, but oh well. It's time to fight the Hand of the King. The Hand of the King has lived here as a recluse for a very long time. No one really knows what he eats. Are you still upset about that? Come on, that was ages ago. Ow. I need to remember to not kill that enemy until the end. I think he's built a resistance to my Frost Blast. Gotcha! Woohoo! No blueprint, just 40 cells. Unfortunately, we can't immediately give these to the 55-55. We can't immediately give these to the blacksmith, and I'm not holding on to them either. Down we go. Let's get those. Fun times. Have a triumphant bam. Bam. The temptation to... So we've unlocked the tailor now.
Sure.
At last! Come closer, I won't cut you, don't worry. I'm the tailor. I can fix you up with some proper clothes.
Sure.
I struck a deal with our mutual friend the Collector. You bring him the templates and I will craft it for you. So now we can change our outfits. We've got a few default. There's the classic Galaxy Baguette. But we're going to use this one, the one that I worked really hard to get. Ta-da! Look at how amazing we look. Oh, it looks so good. let's go see what the next run has in store for us. Well, this is going to be interesting. Actually, this is hilarious because I just got the Hand of the King outfit and now I have his weapon. The bottles are starting to sort of get filled out. Oh well. We're gonna get there. We're gonna have all of the bottles. Either that or I'm gonna give up and move on and start playing on my other playthrough, on my other file. Hard to say. I got things on here that I don't have there, and I have things on there that I don't have here. Same progress boss cell-wise, though. Oh well. That's gonna call it for this episode of Dead Cells. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.